Hey everyone, it's me, Kev. Much love to each and every single one of you. Thank you for joining me. Today is a video about remote viewing. Now, I'm going to do this once a week, remote viewing training. If you were to pay for this, it'd be worth thousands and thousands of dollars per month. However, I'm giving it to you for free, so please appreciate that. Now, if I explain it differently to the supposed experts, it's because they are using language that they understand and that their colleagues understand. They usually keep it very hush-hush and it's within the group who know how to do it. However, I'm going to give you my tips, tricks and techniques on how to do it, and I'm going to have this fun game where we play a remote viewing game, basically, where you remote view things that I talk about. So, if you are interested, thank you for being here. If you're not, then thank you for joining me anyway. What I need you to do is get a notebook and a pen or a pencil, whatever you prefer to take notes with or doodle with. If you want to get all of your stationery out and do it that way. If you've got another device that you can sit and draw on or take notes on, use that. However, I'm going to get on and I'm going to explain to you at first what remote viewing is. Even though this video is without a picture, it is technically a video. I will put a picture up just about now, just to remind you of what I look like and the fact that I am actually a person who's just living a regular or supposed regular human life. Now, some people like to have a video, some people just prefer the audio. I prefer, however, to just speak. It doesn't matter to me whether I'm in front of the camera or behind it. Now, this is obviously a video about remote viewing, so I don't need any extra information for your brain to be taking in. I showed you my picture just to show you that I am here and it is me and it is recent. I actually took the picture just for this video. So even though I look scruffy and my eyebrows are funny and my eyes look funny and I've got my beard showing, I'm just sitting here being regular me. Okay? Now, what is remote viewing? Remote viewing is your innate ability to view remotely, which means to view from afar without looking. It's using your mind's eye in order to see. You don't have to worry about your third eye because you've all got it open. I can tell you now, for a fact, you all have it open. Those of you who seriously see absolutely no visual whatsoever anytime, including in dreams, then you can say your third eye is closed. However, if you have never had that experience and you can in fact daydream and you can in fact use your imagination and you can in fact see in your mind's eye, then you have no issue with your third eye. So there's the first part over and done with, explaining what remote viewing is, the ability to remotely view something. Now, I'm going to give you an example of my remote viewing. First, I will have to decide to remote view something that you can go and check to see how accurate my remote viewing was. Now, I'll give you a little disclaimer here. Even if certain details are incorrect, there are other realities, and there's an infinite number of other realities. So any detail that you get correct is seen as an accurate reading. However, if you see something that's not quite correct, you could be seeing from a different reality, you could be seeing from a different vibration. So there are little things that you will notice that are real as such and just imaginary, by which I mean your brain is seeing the frequency that you are at, or you are seeing the version of reality that that frequency is at. So you should always trust yourself 100% regardless of what you're seeing and regardless of what other people tell you. So my example would be, let's say I have to imagine somewhere where I haven't been before and haven't looked up. Now, I'm going to go to the Empire State Building. Now, I've never been out of England, and what I am seeing live as I'm speaking to you now is I can see metal and glass doors that open up. Now, I don't know if this is the front doors, because I believe they may be something else, but the inner door, I believe, is glass and metal. And what I'm seeing is a huge rug where people are, I think, shaking off their rain, and where they're scraping their shoes off. There's some security guards. I'm seeing a tiled floor, escalators on both sides of this huge lobby. There's some receptionists. There looks like a set of stairs leading to somewhere. I'm assuming it's to the offices above. I don't know what the actual use of the state building is. Let me see what else I can see. There's a symbol on the floor. The floor is tiled, like real tiles, not the fake plastic ones. Very shiny, very professional looking. There's a logo about something. So that, if you go and look that up, or you know what is there, then you can tell me how correct what I'm seeing is. However, I just wanted to give you an example of my remote viewing and how I do it. I literally just sit there and I imagine a place and I take myself there in my mind, and I'm looking around in my mind. Examples of where this skill is useful is when you're looking for something, when you're looking for someone, when you're looking for something that you can't find online or in books. The key is you've got to trust yourself 100% in what you see. I've never been out of England, so I'm trusting the fact that I can remote view, and I can tell you that regardless of what building I was looking at, I trust what I saw. I mean, I could have gone into a lot more detail, I could have walked around a bit more. However, I just wanted to give you an example of how it is done. You don't have to meditate, you don't have to sit there with your eyes closed. You can sit there and get up to anything at any time and still remote view. In fact, you do it a lot of your life anyway. Did you know that when you're sitting there in a meditative state, for example, on your device or watching TV, or when you're hanging out with somebody, the time goes somewhere, doesn't it? And you're not really present with the person nor the object, you're somewhere else. Now, where this other else is, it depends on where you're thinking and what you're thinking about, where you are vibrationally. So now comes the fun part, the remote viewing game for you. Now, if you've got your notebook and pen or pencil, you can tell me, or for purposes of the video anyway, you can tell me what Mother Ludlum's cave is. I want you to describe what it looks like and what it actually is. I'll repeat what it's called. Mother Ludlum's cave. Now, it will be spelt on screen rather than me saying it, because you may mishear me. However, I know what it looks like and what it is, and I want you to remote view without looking it up. So sit there with your notebook and your pen or pencil and write down everything you can see, or draw what you see. What does it look like and what is it? Now I've got another example. The chapel in Brookwood Cemetery. Again, is something that you probably have never seen nor looked at, which is perfect for remote viewing. What does it look like if I am stood outside it? If you can describe that in as best detail as you can, in whichever way you like to. Third example. I have personally a bag filled with herbs and flowers. I want you to describe what I have in there. Now, some might say, well, how are we going to be able to figure this out? You're the one who's put it in a bag. The truth is, when you're remote viewing, you're actually sending a thought form version of yourself to where you are remote viewing. On certain cameras, this will be picked up on. On certain radars, this will be picked up on. So, if I'm asking you to remote view what's in the bag of flowers and herbs, and you're really good at remote viewing, then you should be able to tell me exactly what is in there. Same as with Brookwood Cemetery if I was standing outside the chapel, or if I was looking at Mother Ludlum's cave. You should be able to tell me, in as much detail as you can, what is in each. Now, this isn't a test as in you're going to be scored upon it, but it is just to practice, to test yourself and your ability to remote view. Obviously, I'm giving a lot of trust in the fact that people are going to be remote viewing me, because otherwise how are you going to see what's in the bag of flowers? So I trust also that you can do it and that you will do it. As I say, people charge thousands and thousands of dollars for these kind of things, and I'm giving them to you for free because I love to. And obviously I hope good energy will come back for me. In fact, I don't hope, I know that it will, because I'm giving of myself to others, and I'm giving these techniques. The recording cut off there, so I'll have to repeat that. I'm just doing it to enhance your life and to improve your life in whichever way that you deem necessary. I can't tell you how to use the ability. However, my intention is to improve your life by giving you these abilities, or reminding you how to do them. After you've described Mother Ludlum's cave, the chapel in Brookwood Cemetery, and what you think is in my herb and flower mix bag, you are going to find that your mind is more open to remote viewing, and you'll see how it is done. And obviously I'm going to give you the answers to all of these. However, you could look up Mother Ludlum's cave and Brookwood Cemetery yourself, and you could look around both of them yourself and see how accurate you were. However, next week, before I upload another remote viewing test, I will speak about what the answers are to all three. When you have mastered this, you'll be able to remote view other places, times, frequencies, planets, and literally anything, anyone, in any time. This is why it's possible to travel to and from the past and the future. And believe me when I say you already do this all of the time anyway. So there's my little video tutorial on how to remote view, plus a little fun remote viewing test. Now, I thought I would end this with a bit of fun, because I'm clearly not sat in what I'm about to describe myself in. But see how you react to imagining me waving at you from a field somewhere, and I'm in a lime green mankini, and I'm waving at you excitedly. No, I'm running towards you. Half of you are running away. But I love you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please share it. Please like it. Please subscribe if you haven't. And I will be back in a bit.